Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Union High School Football, the Coach Kirk Frederick Show. I'm Chris Lincoln, filling in for your regular voice of the Redskins, Rick Corian. Coach, I got to call your game against Moore this past Friday night. It was a fight that has stopped it in the second round, Coach. A big domination, as you expected from a winless Moore team, a 66-3 victory.
It was a lot of fun to the sense that the way our kids came out to play. I really was impressed with our team and how they prepared throughout the week. You know, you come into a game where there's a group of teams, you know, or a group of kids, that a team that has not won a game, but they recognized that you know, Moore had some potential, had a good quarterback that could spread the ball around. They prepared well. They came out playing that game much like they would any other game, took on the challenge, understood, hey, this is a level of play that we want to play at. We're not going to take someone lightly, I guess you should say, and came out and played very well. I was very impressed with performance. Obviously excited about our crowd. We had a huge crowd. Yeah. I mean, you know, Moore didn't travel as well, which is we've seen from some of the teams that have come over this way. But our stands, it was awesome. Superhero night. The student section was rocking. It was awesome. And we got to play a lot of kids, so it was really fun.
Yeah, that was the great part to me. These kids that are on the second, third, fourth team and stuff work just as hard, you know, prepare just as hard, and you send them out there, and you hate to just put the wraps on them, just bang into the line. You know, let them play some football. The kids got some reward for that.
We did. You're exactly right. So, you know, you want to be able to operate your number 2 unit. We were able to put Zach Fisher in there. We thought we'd get some reps with him, you know, at quarterback, because he is our backup. He plays receiver for us, but you know, we score on the first play that he's in there, and then I think he scored on the very first pass play he was in, so he didn't get as many reps as possible, but a lot of those kids did. Ricky Rivera, a senior outside linebacker, I mean, had the game of his life. He made several plays, and he's a guy that got to play the whole second half, so excited for a lot of those kids.
Take a look at the game by the numbers here as the Union Redskins now go to 7-1 in the season, 5-0 in district play. And the statistics could have been even more lopsided in a lot of ways, Coach, but you scored very quickly in a lot of plays.
We did. I thought that the performance of our offensive line was very good. We had a really nice rushing attack. Of course, Tyler Atkins continues to play very well. Shamari did a great job at tailback, and I felt like our guys just battled very tough. I thought Mason was pretty efficient with his with the ball and was able to move the ball, throwing the ball through the air. Very impressed with that stingy defense. Those guys, I'm telling you, they just, you know, first downs were not given out very lightly to the Moore Lions, and I felt like our defense played very well.
It was 42-0 Union at halftime, Coach, in the halftime locker room. What do you say to your kids to get them ready there?
Well, we specifically told, hey, when we do substitutions, when we get guys in, we're not just rewarding you with playing time. We don't give out playing time at Union. We expect you to go out there and win. We expect you to go out there and do the things that are necessary to help you perform better, help our team perform better. So those guys went out there with a lot of passion. I think you'll see that third quarter was pretty exciting.
Well, we come back. We're going to have first half highlights for you of Union's big victory over Moore, and take a look at some of the big scoring. I mentioned 42 points put up by the Redskins in the first half. So right back on the Coach Kirk Frederick Show, Union High School Football. First half highlights with Moore Lions coming up next.
No matter how you play, or work, or live, life sometimes throws you a curve. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we help you get back to playing, working, and living your life. EOC, Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. Visit us at eoc.com.
It's no secret that Oklahoma schools have their challenges. We all want to help our schools excel, and TTCU has a great way to get involved. Right now, when you open a TTCU checking account with a School Pride Visa check card, you'll get $50, and so will your school. Each time you swipe, they donate. So far, they've given nearly $500,000 to local schools. Together, we can make a real difference for our kids. Cash for you and your school? Check at TTCU.
Back on the Union Football Coaches Show with Coach Kirk Frederick here, taking a look at the highlights of the first half now as Union High School took on the Moore Lions this past Friday at Union Tuttle Stadium. Go to the highlights now as it was Moore exactly winning the toss. They deferred to the second half, but Union got the football first. Here come the Redskins. You mentioned the great atmosphere here, and right away there's Mr. Tyler Atkins there, and had a big night.
He really did. I think, as we came out, one of the interesting things as we came out early is they changed their defense on us. They'd gone to a bare front and a little bit of a man coverage scheme, and obviously our offensive line recognized it very quickly, made the calls they needed, and love seeing Tyler Atkins go in and get a lot of tough yards run the football.
Mason Farquhar with a quick pass and a nice catch there, and first down.
Outstanding job there, throwing it out there to Zach Fisher. We get the ball very quickly with nice blocking on the edge out there. Deontay Calvert with a big block as Tyler, you can see here on the reverse angle there, did a great job on the outside, and Tyler gets it down inside the 5.
That quickly, Union High School looking to get into the end zone, and doesn't take long. Tyler Atkins gets pushed right back there, real close to the goal line though. Now here we go. Mason Farquhar keeps it himself, and there it is, touchdown number 1.
I think that offensive line loves those quarterback sneaks. They really like to be able to establish the line of scrimmage. Did an outstanding job.
Defense dominating here. Young quarterback, sophomore Josh Detweiler, who did a lot of passing in this game. His number 1 target, and their main running back was this KJ Carruthers, number 10 there.
Covered well. We got him knocked out of the bounds there by Trey, and then Eric Giddings. What a game he had. Eric Giddings plays nose guard. He gets double teamed a lot, but man, he just made life miserable early in the game against that offensive center, that offensive guard, and we got the ball back real quick.
Just that quickly, back in there, Shamari Brooks, number 2 back, and he looked great all night too.
Yeah, I thought Shamari, for a sophomore, so powerful. He got met right in the hole there for sure.
Bounce right back up there. Mason Farquhar looking down the sideline. Nice throw, nice touch there, and a great grab there by Austin Barnes.
Yeah, I really thought that Austin had come down inbounds right there, and unfortunately he's called out of bounds, and I think we got the foot down, but
yeah, pretty clear. But
defense goes right back to work.
This big tight end of theirs was impressive. For more, number 6'3", 196, Jordan Jones, number 88.
He really was. He did an outstanding job. You see, Osbald was able to get him out of bounds. Of course, we get a big stack early on, and they tried to do a kind of a quick pump to us here, and I think it messed up their blocking schemes, and Io Algalo was able to come in and did an outstanding job of blocking it. That's 2 weeks in a row he's got a block. He had one on the field goal last week against Owasso, and then not only does he block the punt, he goes in for a big touchdown. It's always exciting to see special teams score.
And 14-0, the Redskins now in the first quarter of play. And again, this is their Detweiler, the sophomore. He just snowed under. Wow.
Unbelievable pressure from all edges. Of course, Adrian Lewis continues to make plays, a senior outside linebacker safety for us, and does a really nice job. And right there you'll see Jalen Steele. Jalen Steele's a corner in. He's kind of a reserve guy. We had an injury to our secondary, and it's always fun to see a guy come in and play like a starter like Jalen Steele did.
And Tyler Atkins back to work on the Redskins' next possession here. 14-0, they lead more.
Never lets his feet stop moving, continues to push the pile. If Mason buys some extra time in the end zone or in the backfield, and just right off the mark there, I thought Austin Barnes would come down with that one, and we'll keep giving him a shot because he's a big, tall, lanky receiver.
Well, look at Mason, right, left, back to the left side again, and get a guy down the sideline. Good job.
Pretty exciting there. I guess Mason football doesn't
That's
sound
right.
the same as Johnny football.
Robert Thomas with a catch there. Here comes Tyler Atkins again up the middle, goes off to the right side, and it's touchdown time again for the Redskins.
Great vision by Tyler. You can see here what a great shot by our UView crew getting the camera angle down, but you'll see a big block off that side by Javin, and of course got the offensive tackle in there for Sean, and Tyler sees the hole and gets it in the end zone. 21-0
Union now, still in the first quarter here, is again trying to get some running room. Not much there. That KJ Carruthers, he was kind of their workhorse. 5'5", 146, just a junior for them. A young football team and more.
Really like the way our defense fit those gaps. You see Adrian Lewis there again, Io Algalo in the previous play, and they came out with kind of a quick kick, probably because of the way the punt was blocked the last time. It was one of those low things, and just kind of made a poor decision, and unfortunately we turned the ball over. First time that the Lions have been in Union territory now as they're trying to get something going here in the first half. Huge play there by LT on the outside, Lorenzo Thomas and Terrell Buchanan also on the big play, and they're able to hit the receiver and get a few yards and get inside the 20.
switch into the fields here. That's that big tight end again. Jordan Jones being pushed back there. This is second quarter action now. 21-0 Union at this point. And they stopped Moore. Back come the Redskins.
Here we are back in business. Obviously, we were able to stop them, but puts us in a hole, so we want to get it out quick. We get out to the outside there. Nice job by bringing the pass in. We just miss a block there. Moore does a nice job of picking that up on the swing pass to Shamari. And unfortunately, we're unable to get things going, so we've got to get the ball back to Moore.
Oh, boy, they had no chance there. Great play.
Chance just does an outstanding job, kept his shoulders square, squeezed the hole. He's right there for the play. See there, he sniffs out the screen. It's always nice to have a 3-year starter, that senior defensive lineman.
Whew, look at Tyler Atkins running tough, trying to break a tackle, hold on by the jersey there, just got him down.
Offensive line doing a really good job kind of picking up just some really awkward fronts by the Moore Lions, and they just continue to press and push. Got a huge block by Kyle Lewis, and just the vision and balance that Tyler has just does an outstanding job. Come back with the boot pass out here to Holton Fox. Love seeing Holton Fox coming out of the backfield. Does a great job blocking and a very, very good hands as a receiver.
Good to get him back in the lineup full time, Coach.
Absolutely, get him healthy. Zach Fisher on a quick pass to the outside. Love the counter play there. What a great job with the play, the way they kicked out there. And
Terrell Buchanan in the lineup now again.
Yeah, I got Terrell in here. He knows how to run the football for sure, and runs extremely tough, and love to see him getting in there. There's Tony Gonzalez, a couple offensive linemen. Look at Tony come in and make that big block on that safety, and right in the end zone. Here we go with Terrell Buchanan.
28-0 now, Union over Moore. Still second quarter action here. Back come the Lions.
Got pressure off the play action, and I mean, you love seeing play action plays where the secondary is back deep. Jalen Steele's right there. I think he caught it just as he hit the ground, couldn't maintain possession of it.
Run out of bounds there. Union takes over, and here come the Redskins once again.
Now there's a guy that we love seeing on the field. You've got Robert Thomas carrying the ball, but the guy leading the play on the big block there, you'll see a nice pass here. Will Hamilton. Will was one of our leading receivers last year, has been out for several weeks with the foot injury, and for the first time as a senior to be out on the field at home, I think everyone celebrated this catch. You can see why we've missed him for so many weeks.
6'2", 200-pound senior Will Hamilton back in the lineup.
Come back here again. Here's Mason looking downfield, doesn't see much, and does a really smart job of getting out of bounds, and I think we may have picked up a late hit out of bounds there, and so pick up a few more yards, and right up the middle there's, we got Tyler Atkins in. Love the block by Holton Fox. Just get right behind Holton. He'll lead you to the end zone.
Saw big 87 leading the way there. That tight end back in the lineup now, and now 35-0. Still another touchdown to go before we wrap up this first half, and just so much pressure on there, and out of bounds the throw there for Ditweiler, the Moore quarterback.
Well, really nice coverage there by Trey Brown, and of course just LT's there, and Malon Altabori. Those guys continue to make big plays. There's Chance, Coach Croy, Coach Brown. Those guys, those defensive line coaches really do a nice job with those young men up front. Back to work offensively as they tried a little fake punt here down their own end, and just right off the mark there, big hit. Weren't able to bring it in there. Give the ball to Shamari, and just tripped up right on the edge. He is so explosive with the way he runs the football. Sees the hole and hits it really quick. And there's Shamari going in for a nice touchdown.
He came into this game with 2 touchdowns on the season. He had 3 in this one. We named him our offensive player of the game, Coach.
He did an outstanding job and comes to work every day and does an outstanding job.
And the Pond squad celebrating at halftime 42-0. I tell you, the dominance of that defense. I was looking at the final stats, but at halftime was even more impressive. But they had 65 yards total rushing, Moore did, in the ball game. Loss of 50, a net of 15 rushing yards in the game.
Defense was swarming again.
I'm so impressed, too, by the depth this team has. Look at your offensive line. Barrio stepping in at center, and Javin coming in at the right guard spot. A lot of good depth here.
Well, we've had some injuries there, and having those guys stepping in, Javin and Carlos Barrios, those 2 guys coming in for some injured linemen have done just an outstanding job. We're real excited about them.
42-0 at halftime. We're going to come right back on the Union Football Coaches Show with second half highlights, the Redskins and the Moore Lions.
At Arvest, we know our customers come to us for different reasons. There are some who need banking on their time. For others, it's not when they bank, but where. Then there are those who take their banking wherever they go. From big moves to small favors, we recognize the needs of our customers, and now they've recognized us. Again, for the third year in a row, Arvest ranked highest in customer satisfaction with retail banking in the Southwest region by J.D. Power and Associates. Switch today and get the customer service you deserve, only from Arvest Bank.
Well, it's 42-0 at halftime. The Union Redskins over the winless Moore Lions. So there's not much doubt what's going to happen as far as the final results. But let's pick up the action here in the second half. Again, a great crowd at Union Tuttle Stadium. Great support.
Oh, it's for whatever reason, it's just been outstanding this year, week in and week out. Our fans have come out and done an outstanding job. We come right back to work. They've got the ball first. Defensively, we want to set the tone early. You see right there Adrian Lewis with a big play. On knocking it away, and there's Jalen Steele again on really nice coverage. So we get the ball right back. We got Zach Fisher in at quarterback. We want to see him operate. We kind of have a mixture of a few guys in there, and want to see him get several plays to have an opportunity to work. And
nobody told Shamari that.
Yeah,
one play, one touchdown.
Yeah,
Look
don't
at
tell Shamari that we're trying to run the few plays here.
Wow.
He breaks a tackle. Of course, when they're in that bare front and they've got that man coverage, if you break through that first line, there's nothing there, and
Great
he just
moves.
closes it out.
I'm impressed with the way your receivers block downfield.
Receivers have done a great job. You got a huge double team right there at the point of attack, and love to see that guy run. He's got a lot of speed, and surprisingly how strong he is as well, and the power that he runs with.
And just a sophomore, too, which is kind of nice.
There you've got a really nice deal there. You've got Ramsey coming in, senior defensive lineman, with a nice play right off the bat as he comes in. And then Malik Hansen. Malik is a guy that plays outside backer for us, a senior. Causes a fumble, they recover, and then comes right back with big pressure. And unfortunately, they've got athletes too. Their guys are going to make plays, and they make a nice play down the field.
Obviously, a lot of reserves in already, Coach.
A lot of reserves coming in. You see Matt Tate in there, linebacker, doing a really good job. I thought Matt played really well in the second half, senior linebacker for us, and getting a nice stop against the run. There's Ricky Rivera coming in on a huge pressure. We talked about Ricky, what a night he had, and then Cordell Ramsey is able to finish it up. Here we are with Zach. We want to try to, because he only got one play, we want to put him in and get one more.
How about this play?
Yeah,
wow.
What a play. Ball comes out a little bit out of his hand, so it flies a little high.
Deontay Calvert.
It's always nice to have a receiver like Deontay come in. What a great fight for the ball, and made his quarterback look good on that one.
Poor Zach got what, 2 snaps?
2 snaps, that's about it. So.
And 14 points. Look at this play now, defensively.
Outstanding job. There's Ricky again with the big score, fumble recovery. Those guys do an outstanding job. You can see right here, see the pressure coming in. Nice play in there. And as they come across and just do a great job with it. Jericho Peters was our defensive end that caused that fumble. And, of course, you see another senior pick it up. 2 seniors coming in making an outstanding play on a Friday night.
63-0 at this point. And Coach, is always tough. I know there's some discussions. Should you have a running clock? What do you try to do? You're not out there to embarrass anybody. Yeah.
Well, it is tough. You know, we want to try to operate, try to do some things. And most of the time, coaches – get together and say, hey, this is the situation we're in, and we want to do there. There's a nice catch there. I told Coach Ropke there he had as many catches as Will Hamilton did on the night. So nice catch there by Coach Ropke. There's another big play inside there by Rico. Made a nice play. Now we're back to another tailback here. Got it. Another tailback in and another quarterback. We got Brandon
Birch in there now.
Brandon Birch is in, and Amani Griffith at tailback. Brandon Birch is a junior quarterback for us. Amani is a senior. See some guys with some big blocks. There's Wyatt Clevenger. He has put the ball through the end zone so many times on touchbacks this year. He comes in.
Because Jace Holt's your usual field goal guy,
Jace Holt,
right?
and we want to give that senior Clevenger an opportunity to kick a field goal. He's definitely adequate. You can see on that big kick.
I thought you're going to wear him out just with kickoffs. He had a lot of kickoffs Friday night.
Matt Tate again on a big play, and as he came in the game and did an outstanding job, continues to make plays. And Mitchell Lewis, a sophomore safety, has made some really nice plays. There's Malik Hansen again on a nice tackle to the outside. See good pressure in there. Defense still swarming, even though we've got some reserves in there. Guys are still doing a good job. Austin Passmore, look at the big play. That's a nose guard going down the field. Austin, a senior guy, making a nice play. He's getting held on the edge and still tackling. Matt again on the play. Nice job there, tipping the pass in the air there. Malik, I believe, was the one who did that. Did a nice job with it. Their guy breaks the tackle underneath, but just swarming defense.
Yeah,
guys
look at that.
all over the place, and Gesser in there on a nice pursuit tackle to the outside.
A big tight end of theirs gets them a first down.
Javon Elliott in there on a really nice play. And of course, we have safety Elijah Harris in there as well, doing an outstanding job. Guys battling. They're wanting to keep those guys out of the end zone.
Yep. Try to preserve the shutout here.
Good coverage there by Nick Steen. Nick Steen is right there on the receiver all the way down the field. What a great play by our inside linebacker, Shade Gesser, as he comes in. They come in just right off the mark, just about tipped it, but their kicker made an outstanding field goal kick to get them on the board.
I'm sure that was important to them, too, as you take a look again. More reserves in here for Union here. We're winding things up. Mario Ferretti, number 23. With a carry.
Mario Ferretti, he's probably thinking, gosh, this is a lot easier than going against our number one defense, you know, as he runs a lot of scout team against guys and does a nice job up front. We got to play our senior Rico Peters, and then his little brother Nate plays on our offensive line as a sophomore, so I'm sure their mom was happy seeing both kids on the field on the same night.
And I'm sure the more coaches are going, what is the deal here? The Union sends reserves in, and there's juniors and seniors.
Well, we obviously try to reward those guys and get them some good play down the stretch. Here's another outstanding throw there by Brandon Birch, and comes in there to Ryan Rollins.
Well, that's Adonis Martin now in there.
Or Adonis, yes. Adonis was able to do that. Come back here. What a nice run by Holmes to the outside. As he comes into the game, he gets a nice carry to there, back to Amani. Amani continuing to do a nice job. And, of course, we've got some really nice blocking on the outside there by our receivers. Great play by Adonis coming in on the boot play there, going out there to Nichols as a sophomore receiver for us. So a mixture of some really everybody, like you said, juniors, seniors, sophomores. A lot of Redskins getting some playing time on Friday night.
66-3. You mentioned now the Redskins go to 7-1 on the season, 7-game win streak, and most importantly 5-0 in district play. The trip coming up across the state to the west side. When we come back, we'll preview the road trip coming up over at Mustang. We come right back on the Union Football Coaches Show.
School is starting, and there isn't a better way to show school spirit than by wearing clothes from the U-Wear store. Located next to the stadium inside the UMAC, the Union U-Wear store has everything you could ask for. Football season is here, and every Union fan needs some gear to show school spirit. From winter wear to spirit gear to everyday items, there's no going wrong at the U-Wear store. So come on down to the U-Wear store and show your school spirit.
Back in our final segment of the Union Football Coaches Show, and this is the time you always like to go, as they say, up close and personal. Your photographer here, and so many years, Vic Kidwell's done a great job of bringing some of the images that I know the parents especially enjoy.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Our kids enjoy it as well. There's Terrell Buchanan, number 28, on a big touchdown run that he had early in the game. Love seeing that guy. This is what I like more than anything, celebration.
Yes.
Tony Gonzalez and a couple of guys jumping in the air. Well, one of them jumping in the air probably, but those guys celebrate. Love seeing that. There is Robert Thomas. I think he takes a big hit on this one. Not sure he came down with that ball, but up in the air, focused on the ball and doing a nice job. There's a guy who was our player of the game defensively, Eric Giddings, number 41. Just does a great job, played very well, has played several weeks very well at our nose guard position. Deontay Calvert, number 24. It's hard to believe he kept his balance on this. This is a 67-yard pass, went up in the air,
amazing, yeah.
Fought for the ball, and was able to finish it off. There's one of those celebration plays again. Two seniors, number 12, Ricky Rivera, Jalen Steele, number 30, doing a great job defensively. And, of course, there's Rico Peters, number 45, senior defensive lineman, coming up with that recovered fumble.
That's right.
And you'll see his brother here in just a minute. But there's Wyatt Clevenger, a senior, and then a sophomore holder, number 22, Jordan Starks, on a big field goal attempt. And there's Big Nate, 67,
Wow.
the brother of Rico. And of course, Courtney Holmes, a smaller, kind of two size differences there, but
Exactly.
Courtney is sophomore tailback. There's Adonis Martin, number 14, at quarterback, does a nice job for us. And then Amani Griffith, the tailback, who had a really nice night. So a lot of neat pictures, a lot of guys. Vic always does a great job with it. And it's amazing how many times he gets the action right when it takes place.
Long-standing tradition here at Union High School, and great to see that, and I know the parents enjoy it too, and congratulations to all these young men. Outstanding effort. Well, now we look ahead to a trip to the western side of the state, Coach, with Mustang. We talked about this is not a team we have a real series with. In fact, we had to go back a long ways to a state title game before you were here even.
Yeah, it was 2005. I think we played in the state championship and against Mustang, but many years have gone past, and they've got a second-year coach, Jeremy Dombeck, who has done a really nice job. Any coach, and I'll tell you, is you go to a new program and you are in your second year, things seem to go a lot smoother. You've got your program in place, and you can tell with the record they have, the way that they've played, they're just doing a really nice job.
Well, they came over here last Friday night to take on Owasso. They came in with a 6-1 record, and they were, like Union, undefeated in the district, 4-0. And they put up quite a battle with the Rams there. In fact, Coach, they were up 10 points with less than 5 minutes left in that game, and Owasso very fortunate to come back and beat Mustang 28-24.
Well, we watched that game. We were able to finish our game a little bit early, and we actually were able to see their game streaming, and it reminded me so much of our South Lake game. We were up 10 with 7 minutes left and had a turnover and gave a game away there at the end of that one. I feel like that Mustang is a very tough team. They're very capable of being a team that can go deep in the playoffs, and got an outstanding junior quarterback who throws the ball very well, a running back that runs very tough, runs a lot like Shamari does, and then outstanding receivers. Parker is a receiver there that people will tune into and see, but we're looking forward to the challenge. We're excited about going over there on Halloween night.
Yes.
It ought to be a neat atmosphere. Travel one more time this year, as many times as we've traveled, but we look forward to a fun game against Mustang.
Coach, again, congratulations. Great win over Moore.
All right,
well
thank
done
you.
here. My pleasure to sit in for Rick Corey here on the Union Football Coaches Show. Coach, back next week to wrap up a big game with Mustang. Again, Union Redskins go over there with a 7-1 record, 5-0 in the district, ready to wrap up another championship. Thanks for joining us on the Union Football Coaches Show. So long, everyone.